Hello and welcome to the announcement of Warg Rigs Mission 1.2. So this is actually the announcement of the second initiative on my quest to bring FPV to anyone who is interested in the hobby. So this is the Mission 1.2 announcement, and Warg Rigs is what I call these hacked builds, and that's again buying inexpensive RC cars usually from Amazon and adding FPV to them in a cheap and easy way so everybody can enjoy the hobby. So today I'd like to tell you about mission 1.2. That's the second mission on this quest, and that's an FPV crawling explorer. So that's a little crawler RC car that can drive around easily. It could be used for racing or just kind of messing around, short range, first person view exploring. So before we get started, I just wanted to give you a quick word about my website that I've put together. It's a one-stop shop, so to speak, for all the materials that I use in these hacked builds. Not really a shop since I don't actually sell anything. It's just free plans and explanations, designs, everything you need to order stuff off Amazon, hack it, and make your own FPV experiences like I demonstrate here in these videos. So if you'd like to learn more or check it out, go to wargrigs.com and you can see everything there. The purpose of this video, like I said, is just to announce 1.2, mission 1.2, the FPV Crawling Explorer. That's the mission I'm currently on. So I've begun by picking up a few different crawlers or scalers, just basically slow RC trucks from Amazon. You might ask why I chose a crawler, since we're not going to do any crawling with it, but I really feel like a crawler is the right approach for this experience. So it's stable, slow, easy to drive. The battery lasts a long time. There's many different options to mount the camera. It looks really cool. So those are a few things. I think it's harder to tip over. So yeah, I think a crawler is going to be a lot of fun. And of course, I picked a crawler because I think it's going to be easy for kids to drive. So what's the goal of 1.2? What's it all about? What are we trying to accomplish with mission 1.2 on this quest? An FPV crawling explorer is something that you could drive around maybe in a living room or a front yard, maybe like a small racetrack, something like that. And you can not really have to worry about so many obstacles because it'll easily crawl over them. You won't have to worry about tipping over around turns because it should be stable enough where it won't roll. And should just be fun. If there's a couple of them, you could kind of play Crash Up Derby or do a couple other things like that. So seems like it'll be a really fun experience. And I want to talk about what the perfect rig would be for mission 1.2. Like if we scored a 10 and did it exactly right, it would be an FPV crawler that runs really well, doesn't tip over easily, not too fast, easy to control. Variable speed would be great. Variable steering would be great. Really long battery life is a plus. Of course, the looks are cool. If it looks good, that's going to be a plus. It's got to be inexpensive, of course. Durable, have reusable parts. The range is a big thing. So the FPV cameras that we're installing here are going to have far superior range compared to what you'll get with the transmitter and receiver link. The 2.4 link it's going to be a lot weaker than what we get out of the 5.8 link for the video camera. So if there's some categories that you think I should be looking at for these builds or things that I should be ranking things on, please do leave a comment so I can consider that. FPV Crawling Explorer, Warg Rig, attempt number 2. So I'd like to give you a little mission status report. Mission 1.2 is currently underway. Mission 1.1 is semi-closed, semi-open right now. I'm really focusing on 1.2 and 1.3 at this moment. So I've had the opportunity to take some of these 1.2 Warg Rigs out on the field and test them with some of my friends and family. And I've been having some successful runs, and I've had some lessons learned, and this is definitely not going to score a 10 at this point. So I've hacked up a couple different RC crawlers, and I'm kind of finding similar experiences with them. So I will post build videos for any experiences that I think are worthy of you ordering parts and building at home. And I will report back on things that fail so you don't waste your money as well. So the kids are having the kids are having tons of fun driving these around. It's definitely a fun experience. I've got tons of photos of these kids with giant grins on their face where they're driving next to each other. They're chasing each other, crashing. The range on the cars is definitely not good at this point, so they have to keep them pretty much line of sight. However, the video camera is providing an extremely strong link, and they're able to see the cars very well. And you can see that the DVR feed is really not bad here. But unfortunately, the transmitter and receiver that the RC car is included with just really aren't nearly as powerful as the FPV gear that we're putting on. So it's a pretty big mismatch. So I'm still working out the bugs before I'll announce a build video for 1.2. But it's definitely going well, having tons of fun, and we're making kids smile, and that's really what it's all about. So having lots of fun with the builds, and then bringing a trunk full of RC toys to kids and going out and having some fun experiences. I hope you get to do some similar things, and if you have questions or comments, please be sure to comment on the video, like, subscribe, and now even please visit the Warg Rigs website. And be sure to stay tuned for more content. Explore the Warg Rigs website for some Easter eggs and announcements about future missions that I'm working on. There's some pretty cool stuff that is in the works, and I hope to bring that to you in the future.